Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Myself Girish BB. Currently I'm studying in Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering, Bangalore. Today we are going to discuss about one of the topic in research management, that is sampling errors. First, the topic sampling errors. Introduction. Sampling errors refers to the difference between a sample statistic proportion etc. The corresponding population parameter like the population mean or population proportion that this sample is intended to estimate. Since a sample is only a subset of the entire population, sampling errors occurs naturally due to the inherent variability in the way samples are selected. Next, what are sampling errors? Sampling errors occur when a sample does not accurately represent the population. They can lead to biased results affecting the validity of research conclusion. And understanding these errors is vital for researchers to ensure their findings are credible and trustworthy. Next, types of sampling errors. Sampling errors occur due to the inherent variability in the selection of samples from a population. These errors can be categorized into two main types: random sampling error and systematic error. Below is an explanation of these two categories and their subtypes. Then next, random sampling errors. First one, the random sampling error refers to the natural fluctuation or variation that occurs when selecting a sample randomly from a population. It arises because a sample is only a subset of the entire population, and each sample will likely have slightly different characteristics. This type of errors is unpredictable and decreases as the sample size increases. Then what are the characteristics of random sampling errors? First one, unbiased. Here we can see random sampling errors does not systematically favor any particular outcome. Then the decreases with larger sample size. Here the sampling size increases and the sample statistics becomes closer to the true population parameter. These are the characteristics of random sampling errors. Then the next one, systematic sampling errors. Systematic sampling error or bias occurs when the sampling method itself introduces a consistent non-random error. Unlike random sampling error, which is due to enhanced, systematic errors arise from flaws in the sampling process, often causing the sample to be unrepresentative of the population. Then what are the characteristics? First one, bias. Systematic errors consistently skew the sample results in one direction, either overestimating or underestimating the population parameter. This is the first one. Then second one, does not decrease with larger sample sizes. For example, the systematic errors can persist even the large sizes as they are due to the flaws in the sampling errors, not randomness. That time that is it decreases the larger sample size. These are the two characteristics of systematic sample erroring. Then strategies for reduction. Sampling errors, whether random or systematic, can introduce inaccuracies into research findings. To improve the accuracy of sample estimates and ensure that conclusions drawn from the sample are reliable, several strategies can be employed to reduce sampling errors. Then increasing sample size. Here strategy. First one, increasing the sample size is one of the most effective way to reduce the random sampling error. Then ensuring random sampling. Here what is the strategy for this? For using the random sampling, we can ensure that every individual in the population has an equal chance of being included in the sample. This is the two errors we can see in strategies for reduction. Next, importance of sample size. Sampling errors occur when a sample does not perfectly represent the entire population from which it is drawn. This can result in biases or distortions that affect the generalizability of the findings. For example, if certain groups in the population are underrepresented or overrepresented, the conclusions about the population may be skewed. Sampling error affects the precision of estimates. In most statistical analysis, we can use samples to estimate population parameters like means, proportions, etc. A large sampling error can lead to inaccurate estimates which may mislead decision makers and researchers. A smaller errors exempt more accurate estimate of the population parameter. This is the importance of the sampling errors and the size of the sample. Then stratified sampling. Stratified sampling involves dividing the population into subgroups and randomly sampling from each. This method ensures that all segments of the population are represented, reducing the risk of systematic errors and enhancing the overall reliability of the findings. Then the stratified sampling is a technique that is used in survey research and statistics to reduce sampling errors and improve the precision of estimates when the population is heterogeneous. By dividing the population into distinct non-overlapping subgroups collect, called strata that share certain characteristics. Stratified sampling ensures that every subgroup is adequately represented in the sample. This method can effectively reduce the sampling errors. Then pilot testing. Here we can conducting the pilot test can help identify potential sampling errors before the main study. By testing the sampling method and assessing its effectiveness, researchers can make necessary adjustments to improve the accuracy and reliability of their research design. The sampling errors we can use in various testing also, that is used in one of the pilot testing also. The next, data analysis techniques. Utilizing advanced data analysis techniques can help identify and correct sampling errors. Techniques such as weighting and imputations can adjust for biases, ensuring that the final result more accurately reflect the target population. Then ethical consideration. Here we can see the ethical consideration of the sampling errors. Here the researchers must adhere to ethical consideration while mitigating sampling errors. This includes ensuring informed consent, transparency in the sampling process. And the transparency in the sampling process and maintain also it will done. The maintaining and the integrity of the research ethical practices enhance the credibility of research findings. These are the ethical consideration of the sampling errors. At the end, conclusion. In conclusion, we can understanding and addressing the sampling errors is essential for conducting high quality quantitative research. Then by employing effective strategies and methodologies, researchers can significantly enhance the reliability and validity of their findings, contributing to the advancement of knowledge. Thank you for watching my video. Please Do like, share and subscribe.